Hey, this is Drake here. I was going to make a quick Lords of the Fallen build video. And there's so many options for builds in this, I'm not sure that you could say that any one is the best, but I think this particular weapon setup, they synergize very well together with all the ways that you can up them. Now, right now, let me get to it. I don't have anything equipped that's upping my damage. The only thing I've got is this one ring that does constant health regen. It's on there. I have no rings or talismans that ups any damage. And I have unequipped all my runes. The runes and the rings really, and the talisman really make this build work well. Because with it all together, you get nearly 100% damage increase, and that's not with applying any extra stats like you could put holy or something on your weapons to get even more out of it. Now, I've been testing it on this one particular enemy just because he's close to the vestige and he takes good physical, because these are physical damage weapons. I'll show the weapons in a sec. And we'll clear his little helper here. And we hit him for 196 at current, and that was a frostbite hit. Alright, but you can see it does 196, and I wish there was a way you could equip runes from somewhere other than the blacksmith, but it is what it is. But what makes these work really well together is the rune slots that they have go very well for dual wielding. As you can do this socket runes, and you can get these increased physical damage from dual wielding. Now you get these are the left-handed bringer of stillness. You get these from farming the reapers that spawn in areas when you're in umbral. And they seem to drop the left-handed a lot faster than they do the right-handed. The left-handed have straight physical with 80 frostbite on them. And the right-handed have physical plus wither with no elemental buildup, or status buildup, however you want to call it. But what you want to do, and these actually stack, that's what makes it work well. You stack 2 of these. And in these you've got 2 options. You can got one that increases physical damage but reduces strength scaling, which these scale specifically off dex, so it doesn't matter. But let's see, where are these ones that just straight up increase physical damage? That's all two-handing. Where are they? There's one that just, yeah, they increase physical damage. For some reason they do a little bit more than the other ones in my testing. So that's the ones you want, and what makes it work really well is these stack for both weapons. So you can stack these in, and where'd it go? There and right there. You got so many different things that stack to up your physical damage, and I wish it would actually show it on your weapon readout, but it doesn't. Now, this is the best talisman I've found so far. It increases physical damage and physical defense, so I mean, that's helpful. Or you could run this one and deal additional damage to smaller equipment load. If you're running a light load, this might actually give you a little more than this one. But I've got some pretty heavy armor, so this one works better for me. And this one, I just acquired this ring, and I don't know where in the world I got it from. But it deals additional physical damage when your health is full or almost full. You can put that in there, and this stacks. You can tell by the red aura that it's active. And it says almost full, but from my experience, your health has basically got to be full for it to activate. And of course, this is pretty late game because I've got all the rune slots unlocked, but it works well up to that point too. And we'll go try it on the same enemy, just for consistency's sake. Get rid of his little helper here. You see we do 383 now. And it drops to 333 if you get hit. But I mean, we went from whatever it was, 190 something to 380 something. It's right at a 100% increase to your damage output. I'll show it this way. Man, this game is glitchy. Good game, but it really needs some work on the glitchiness of it. Alright. So it's 383 there. Now we're going to take a hit so we're not at full health. And it was 333 there. You gain an extra 50 from the ring. Per attack. And which that's basically it. Oh, and there's one more. I don't pay any attention to it, but there's one more ring that stacks well with this particular build, and I don't know where I even got it at. But you deal additional damage from additional frostbite damage. So every time the frost hits on an enemy, you deal even more damage. So I mean, you can up the damage and with every one of your runes and every one of your with your talisman and every one of your rings on this build. You know what I mean? And then you can still, because these weapons, and go to them, they only deal physical damage. As you see, these are plus 10. They're maxed out, both of them are. But they only deal physical damage, so you can stack any other damage with them, and it'll be just that much more added on top of it. They don't. Only a 13 agility requirement, and the only problem is you have to farm to get them. And at level 10, they got an A- in agility rating, so all you got to do is pump your stats in the agility. It's based off 1, so you don't have to spend that many points. And you get a lot. And I just hit the soft cap, it seems, at level 50 on your agility as a soft cap when you start getting diminished returns on your upgrades. Alright, but that's basically it. I mean, this is a very good, very solid build, and if you didn't know, frostbite hits for a percentage of your enemy's health. So on bosses, it will hit very hard. I haven't checked it exactly, but I mean, it hits for 1,000 to 1,500 per lick every time it hits. It will hit 2 or 3 times usually, if a boss is weak to it. Some of them's not weak and it won't hit at all. But usually on your smaller enemies, it'll hit for 200 to 300, up to 500 if they're bigger, regular enemies. But that's it. Like I said, and there's videos on finding all the stuff, guide videos and stuff like that. But I just wanted to post this build. I think it's really good, really solid dual wielding build. And so far, I'm pretty late game. I've just been melting every boss I've came to first try on every one of them, and just taking a lot of hits, not even doing all that well, still just melting through them. But that's it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comment or any questions, leave a comment. And otherwise, thanks for watching.